Hello everyone! I would like to address some of the things that we may be struggling with as new YouTubers and put a positive spin on them, because I believe that every cloud has a silver lining, so why not focus on that? Life is easier that way. The first thing I would like to talk about is low view count and subscribers. I think this is actually a good thing. Let me explain to you why I think this way. I would like to start by sharing a quote from one of my favorite mentors, Jim Rohn. He said, "What you have at the moment, you have attracted by the person you have become." The way I interpret this quote is that you guys were brave enough, we were all brave enough to start our YouTube channel, and that's something that I'm sure that you were thinking about doing for a long time, maybe for years or decades before you finally pulled the trigger on it. It took a lot of courage, but you rose above the self-doubt and went for it. One day something just clicked and then you said, I just gotta do it, right? And just think about the fact that there are 122 million active users on YouTube every single day, and how many of those people do you think are dreaming about starting a YouTube channel? You are already ahead of those people because you are doing it. You are honing your craft every single time you make a video, and you are learning from this awesome community of other YouTubers. So it's a wonderful thing. The seasoned YouTubers are telling us that we shouldn't care about the view count or the number of subscribers until we have 100 videos. We don't even have the right to think about it. But I know it's hard. I look at my stats every single day, and I'm sure you can relate when I'm gonna say that sometimes I wonder, like, how come the video that I put the most effort into, like the one that I made a month ago, and it took 20 hours to make it, and it still only has 11 views. Like, where is the reward for my hard work? It's so not fair, right? Sometimes I think about that these old videos might be picked up by the YouTube algorithm a few years from now. We know how unpredictable this system is, but it's more probable that these videos suck and then they're just gonna stay the way they are right now. One thing is for sure, even though our numbers are moving at a snail's pace, we are gaining knowledge along the way, and we are constantly learning. Every time we shoot a new video and edit it, we are gaining new skills, and I'm pretty sure that we are going to be rewarded for all this hard work at the end. How can we increase the likelihood of success? My advice to you is to improve something every single time you shoot a video and just trust the process. Watch the first couple of videos that you made and compare it to the last one that you've made. I'm 100% sure that you are going to see a big difference. Maybe you are more confident on camera now, or you picked up many new editing skills, or you finally figured out your lighting situation. Take a look at these screenshots that I took from my last video. I want to show you guys the lighting situation, how it has changed in one video. It was not uniform at all. I don't record my videos in one shot, and I had my ring light set up in a way that my cat could get to it, and he kept knocking it down. So that's one of the reasons for the different lighting in the clips. And also it got darker, and then the light of the fish tank turned off, so all over the place, right? It annoyed me so much that I spent 4 hours the next day trying to figure it out, and I think I got it, but we'll see at the end. Hopefully this is going to be the same lighting throughout the whole video. We'll see. My point is this: take advantage of this time period when no one is watching your videos except for your friends and family members, and acquire new skills, elevate your style, learn new tricks, learn as much as you can. Because if it's true that our current standing on YouTube reflects our current skills, it is also true that there is room for improvement. So that's a good news, right? I'd like to share another quote from Mr. Ron. He says, "To have more, you have to become more." And this is exactly what we are doing here. Every time we shoot a video and every time we edit it, we are gaining new knowledge. This is knowledge that no one can take away from us. If we have to do it all over again, no problem. We have done it before, we can do it again. We can dust ourselves off, get up, and do it again. And that's so effing powerful. The second thing I would like to talk about is perfectionism. Maybe there is a topic that you would like to talk about, but someone has already covered it, and then you're thinking, what's the use of me making my version if someone else has already done it better than I could ever do it? So who would be interested in my take on this subject? Here is my answer to that. I believe that every single one of us has a role in this universe, and it is actually our duty to share with the world whatever we have to say. If there is something inside you, you gotta get it out. That is your gift to the world. That's how you are contributing to the collective. You can use any medium to get your message across. You can be a painter, you can be a sculptor, you can write a book. In our case, we have a YouTube channel, and this is how we are communicating with our audience. And your voice is important, and maybe you are going to deliver your message in a way that it's finally going to be heard. It is possible that a person in your audience has heard that message 100 times before, but the way you are going to phrase it or the way you're going to structure your sentence is going to be so different that it finally resonates with that person. It awakens something inside of the person, and your message will be received finally. And you only need to reach one person to make an impact, because I'm sure you agree with me, if you make a difference in one person's life, this was all worth it, right? So whatever topic you are thinking about covering, I'm pretty sure that it has been done by someone else, but it hasn't been done by you, and you are allowed to add to the pile. What is perfection anyway? Take a look at this blanket that I crocheted for my daughter. Is it perfect? Look at the sides. Are they like even? No, they're not. Does it make her smile and keep her warm every time she uses it at college? Yes, it does. So guess what? I achieved my goal. I look at perfection as fear in high heels, because it can advertise itself as virtue. It's so dangerous because it can hold you back. Let's say, for example, you are thinking about starting a project, but you want it to be so perfect that in your head you are already thinking like, it's never going to meet my standards, so what's the use of even starting it? So that's why I'm saying, don't let it hold you back. Just go for it anyway, and you have to forgive yourself and just put your own spin on it and have fun along the way, and it's gonna be great. Quote Marie Forleo, "The world needs that special gift that only you have." The last thing I'd like to talk about is editing. Yes, editing takes a long time. It can take anywhere between 4 to 8 hours or even more if you are using many B-rolls or stock footages. We have a choice to make here when it comes to editing style. We could go for a more intense, attention-grabbing style, where the clips change every 2 to 10 seconds, like Mr. Beast does it. Very smart and very successful. Or do we embrace a more minimalistic style? There are so many channels out there where the creator is just sitting in front of the camera and talks to it. There is no editing, but the content is super deep and valuable. I guess it depends on what content you have. You can choose the editing style accordingly. I personally lean more towards the minimalistic style because I think that we crave connection and authenticity, and I really enjoy those channels that have calming footages that are pleasing to the eyes. Like, for example, the Cottage Fairy, she's one of my favorites, and her content is just so wholesome. I love it. And we also have a choice about whether we are going to outsource our editing or we do it ourselves. For example, Ali Abdal edited his videos for the first 2 years. Ali has been working with Dr. Izzy Seeley, and as she explained, she started outsourcing her videos very early on, so we have options. Those of you without any prior editing experience, I'm just curious, do you find editing to be addictive in a way? I find it to be very rewarding because I can get quick wins along the way. For example, last week I learned how to add captions to my video, and this week I learned how to batch edit my captions, so I'm pretty sure it's going to save me a lot of time. I never thought that I would enjoy editing this much. This was the part that scared me the most when I started my channel, and now I find myself completely immersed in it. For example, last Friday I was up all night. I did not go to sleep. I was working on editing my last video, and I went to sleep at 7:30 in the morning. So it's so awesome that I can get passionate about something new. So I think I'm going to keep editing my own videos until I reach a level with which I'm satisfied. And another reason why I think it's a good idea to keep editing my own videos is that it's going to make it easier for me to negotiate with a future editor when it comes to pricing, because I already put in the work, so I know what it entails, and I can put myself in his or her place. And if for whatever reason they are not available to edit my video, I can jump in because I already know how to do it. These are the things that I wanted to share with you today. Hopefully something resonated with you. Please let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again soon. Bye. The seasoned YouTubers are telling us that we shouldn't even care about the view count and the I can never say this word. Take a look at Take a look at these clips. Take a look at these pictures. Look at the lighting of and the way I had my ring lamp, and the way I had my to quote Marie, I find it to be super rewarding because I can get quick